Is that how we're going to start the show?
Yeah. Choking on it.
All right. Restart. Here we go. Restart. Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the Digital to Dice podcast. I am Dave.
I'm Ron.
And Ron, we got episode 206 today.
Hello, Seattle.
Really?
Yep.
Nice.
One of those, it was Washington State at the start, and with growth in cell phones, it's now, there's a handful of states that still have one, but now it's just Metro Seattle.
All righty. So, hello, Seattle, 206. And episode 206, this is the Big Black Friday recap show.
You wouldn't believe the amount of people who said that they look forward to this particular show every year.
Yeah, well, there's the Black Friday show where we kind of recap the sales of who's having the sales, and we do our best. But there was a couple that we missed, and it wasn't on purpose. Okay, we had a pretty long list, and we tried to get everything together. And the thing is a lot of this comes in from different sources. Some of it's email, right. Some of it's Facebook, some of it's the text line, some of it's Delphi. And, I've been a working fool the last month or so, so I really tried to get everything in here that we could, but there was one or two that we definitely missed, and so we do apologize for that. It wasn't on purpose. It just kind of happened.
Just ran out of time. I mean, we got to tape it at some point.
Yeah, and again, trying to get everything together. That took a couple of days too, kind of going around and figuring out where all the responses came from. Much like our show today, we got responses from all over the place.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, this is going to be a big wrap-up show, that's for sure. But anyway, ways to get a hold of us, digitaltodice.com, digitaltodice.com is the website. 978-751-DICE is the text line if you'd like to send us a text. digitaltodice@yahoo.com is the email. Over on Facebook, facebook.com/groups/digitaltodice, and we got a lot of feedback over there.
Oh my goodness, did we ever?
Yeah. And if you'd like to be a Patreon member for $2 a month to $5 a month, if you think the show is worth 50 cents, because we usually do 4 a month, and you'd like to join for $2 a month, over on patreon.com/digitaltodice, you can help support the show that way. And I think that covers just about everything.
Yes.
So what we're going to do here is, as Ron and I are going to get into what we bought and what we played this week, because it kind of all dovetails into one segment for us, because what we played is basically what we bought. And then we'll get into that super huge list.
Oh my goodness!
Of what the community bought this year. And this is kind of like, Christmas morning, like right around lunchtime after you've opened up the presents, and you call your friends up and you scream, "What did you get? Oh, you wouldn't believe what I got for Christmas."
Go pour yourself a glass of eggnog.
Yeah, that's what this is. This is kick back and relax and see what everybody got. I will say that I purposely didn't read any of what anybody got until just a few minutes ago. We're recording this on Tuesday, so this is post-Cyber Monday now, because I didn't want to be tempted to go get any more, because
Yeah, you would, wouldn't you?
I would.
You would.
I'm a monkey see, monkey do, and if you're playing this, I want to play it too. And so I had my list of things. I got my list of things. I went above and beyond. I went a little crazy this year because I don't think I bought anything since back at Easter time. I think it's the last time I really bought anything.
It's been a while.
I bought some Downey games back on the Easter sale, but I can't.
Just because you had to buy a new floor for your basement.
Well, that's the thing is I didn't play anything all summer.
That's true.
And then, my dad and, the dogs and the what. I mean, we just had a bad stretch over here. So I didn't play anything or buy anything for a long time. So Black Friday is when I go overboard, and I went overboard this year. But, so let's do it. So let's get into what we're playing and what we bought, and then let's hear what the community bought.
Absolutely. I'll go first because my list isn't as long as yours.
Okay.
Let's see. Now that these sales kind of stretch out from the weekend before Black Friday to Cyber. Actually, the last things I bought were today because I took advantage of Strat's Cyber Monday roster sale. So first thing I got was the Winter Games package from Action PC, the basketball and the hockey. And I liked the hockey game so much. I think it came with 4 different seasons. I'm not sure what I had and what I didn't have. But I ended up buying 7 seasons for the game.
Nice.
And so I believe I now have, with the exception of a couple years, for like 51 through 2000 in hockey.
Wow.
Yeah. Original Six hockey, which I've been playing a bunch of, is such a different animal. Maurice Richard, one of the all-time great players. I would not want to be trapped in an elevator with him all that long.
Yeah.
Let's just say that. So that was one of the things I bought. Been playing that, loving it. I hadn't bought it I actually did buy it last year, but the changes this year, I really, really enjoyed it. So did that. I also took advantage of the Steam sale and bought the much maligned, and I'm talking incredibly maligned, NBA 2K24. Now, console gaming and I are two ships that shouldn't cross in the night because I can press one button at a time. And it took me almost 3 full days to configure it so I could learn how to dribble. You're not kidding with the analog stick and the. But I figured out how to coach or watch. And so I did put on the channel, didn't do it live, but put on the channel. They have probably 35, 40 of the greatest teams of all time, individual seasons teams, 85, 86 Celtics, mid-60s Lakers and all that, plus the greatest players in franchise history for all the teams. And so I did the Celtics and the Lakers and put it on the stream, and the Lakers just destroyed the Celtics, absolutely destroyed them. So I did that. That was quite a bit of fun. Basketball was the one sport I've actually truly called. Did that in college on the radio. So I have a soft spot for that. I should do one for Al, one between two franchises that Wilt Chamberlain played for both at the same time to have an Al Red Sox fan Lollapalooza moment there. So I picked that up, and I'm enjoying it. And people actually ask for more of that. So I'll be doing more of that on the channel. And I took advantage of the Strat Windows roster sale and bought because some old curmudgeon gave me some money for my birthday and then yelled at me because I hadn't properly thanked that person.
I bet you still haven't thanked him because I know the guy. He's a terrific guy, and he says, "Yeah, I've just been ignored. I've just been ignored."
With the first 5 minutes of that thing, I actually went to reply, and I realized I was going to reply to the PayPal email, and they weren't going to care. So I picked up. I didn't realize that in my collection of Strat basketball seasons that I did not have 87-88, which was the year that, speaking of Dave Gardner's Atlanta Hawks, that Eastern semifinal not only went 7 games. Find us on YouTube and watch. Dominique Wilkins and Larry Bird pretty much going one-on-one in Game 7 at the Garden in the fourth quarter. I think Larry scored 23 and Dominique scored 21. It was just one of those. Yep. What's next? So I picked up that, and I picked up because I took advantage of another Strat roster sale earlier and grabbed a whole bunch of seasons. But I grabbed 64 for baseball, which has great races in both leagues, and 67 as a possible future project because the American League, the top 4 teams were separated by 2 games.
I have 67 with season ticket, I think it is. I bought that, and maybe even Strat PC, I forget. I bought those a while ago. That's just one season I see Al playing a lot, and I'm like, I'll pick it up. I think I picked it up in their last sale or something.
Other thing is, because it could go as carded as opposed to as played, is that Tony Cogligliero for the Red Sox doesn't get hurt.
Oh, yeah.
And then you could use him for whatever. So that's pretty much what I got. A lot. I think in the years past, it's been 1 or 2 different things to enjoy. But I got to say, after putting opening up the hockey game and playing it, and I went, oh. So if you haven't got that in a couple of years, highly recommended. So that's what I got.
All right. Well, let me see. I started off with some Downey stuff because they started really early this year. And I picked up some 60s for Final Score hockey, the decade of the 60s. I picked up some more Momentum football. They don't have a ton of Momentum football seasons. That's one of my favorite Downey football games is Momentum football. So I
enjoyed doing the stats with that. That really kind of gave that a whole
I remember you enjoyed doing that. Yeah. I know ID was playing this too. So I picked up, I have most of the seasons I would play. And so I picked up 85 and I picked up 1983 USFL for Momentum football. Yeah. So I could play the Boston Breakers. I remember the Boston Breakers when I was a teenager. I was like, it might be fun to play a couple of that. Let me see. I did pick up 60-61 for Ultra Quick Hockey. I don't know why. I just kind of like that season. Every now and then I get the itch to play it. I also picked up 2011 for Ultra Quick Hockey. That's the Bruins-Canucks final, so I might replay the Bruins playoff series and just kind of take some stats with that. Then for Downey, I went and I picked up, what did I pick up? For Ultra Quick Baseball. I've got the 2000s, so I could play the 2004 Red Sox. I'm in a baseball mood right now, and I think I have 70s and 80s for that. So I picked up the 2000s, so I can play some playoffs with that.
Are there any players in the Ultra Quick Baseball?
No, it's just team ratings and stuff like that. Yeah, I think that's the one that I did the Spiders because I bought the pre-1900s.
Oh, yeah.
I remember I did the Spiders, and they won like 4 games. It was impossible. They had to get the big game roll to win anything. So it was hard for the Spiders. Spiders took it deep on that one. But I like to play the fast games once in a while. Sometimes you don't have a lot of time. Those games are kind of fun. And then I went completely off the board, and I picked up the Ultra Quick Pro Basketball from Downey.
Okay.
Now, these are all PDFs again because Downey didn't have the print this year. And I did a video on it, and I was pleasantly surprised with this basketball game.
I saw you enjoying the quarter-by-quarter version of that.
Yeah,
and for me, that would be the way to do it.
There's 2 ways to play it. There's almost like the Ultra Quick Football way where you start with a set of points, and then you factor in the team defense in the home court, and that gives you your net points. And then you roll on a chart to add or subtract from that, which is kind of how Ultra Quick Football works. So that's the one way, is you get your final score, and then you roll on the chart for the adjustment. The other way is the traditional Downey way, which is the quarter-by-quarter way, okay, in which you get your offense and your defensive ratings, and then you subtract that from each other, factor in home court, and then do it that way. And then you go quarter by quarter with a roll. So they're both very fun. I think the quarter by quarter is a little more fun for me. It's just not as quick.
I think it just kind of adds to the suspense.
Yeah. So I picked up the 80s, of course, and I had so much fun. I actually went back and I picked up the 90s as well, so I could play some of the Jordan era stuff. Yep.
Have you tried Player of the Game basketball?
I have it somewhere. Now, it might even be on my old computer, so I'm not sure if I can put my hands on it. That was kind of strange. That one there, you get all your players. And
it's very much like regular season basketball that you're putting the puzzle together.
Yeah, so I think that you get the final score first, and then you factor in all the points for everybody. And it was kind of a weird way of doing it. I didn't care for it all that much because once you get the final score, that was it. Then you're kind of factoring in all who got the points.
It's all window dressing at that point.
But at that point, there you know who won the game. But if you're a stat man for basketball, that's the way to go. I did head over to play, and I picked up some things over there, all hockey stuff. But by the time I got there, everything was sold out. It just, I guess at 12:05 in the morning, everything was sold out. All the doorbusters were gone.
Even Taylor Swift couldn't get any of the doorbusters.
Yeah, Taylor Swift was jealous, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But anyway, I picked up the Hockey Blast Express, so that'll be coming in the mail shortly. And then I picked up 4 PDF seasons. Now, what I'm kind of hoping is I was watching Rob G on his channel play a lot of Hockey Blast Express, and when I first watched it, I'm not interested. But then the more I watched, I was like, now I am interested. So I picked it up, and I picked up 4 seasons of the Hockey Blast, and that works with Hockey Blast and the Express. So that's the great thing about that, is that if you buy a season, it works for both. So you don't have to buy a separate season for any of their Express games. And I think that's the way Play does it. That if you have the full game, the cards or the team charts still work with the Express game. So that's beautiful. I picked up 60-61, 78-79, 81, 82, and then the 2023 from last season. And they all were 50% off on the PDF sale. So I got a super, I was very happy with my deal at Play when I picked up there. In fact, what I even picked up was what I played actually, as you know, this is kind of what we're playing too. I pulled out Second Season Express, and I played a game of that, and I did, and I'm not sure if I played it correctly, but I think I was pretty close. And so I had the 1980 season, and I had Cleveland and Houston printed out from 1980. So I said, I'm going to play it. So I pulled out the Express and played Houston, Cleveland, and Houston crushed them like 37-7.
Really?
Yeah. And what ended up happening in that game was, again, if I was playing it correct, which I think I was, I rolled a 6 on the kickoff, and that was the O. You go to the O column, OH column, like the oh my. And then I rolled a 1 or a 2, and Cleveland fumbled the kickoff. And Houston got it and got a touchdown. Houston kicked off again. I rolled another 6, go to the oh my column, rolled another fumble. So they fumbled 2 kickoffs in a row. And Houston cashed in on both, so that's why they destroyed them. But
holy highly game, Batman.
Yeah, so I was looking at some more second seasons, but I have a bunch of them already. So I'm like, okay, I don't need to get any more. I have my wheelhouse, and if I was happy. I was happy to pull it out. Again, it's one of these games I did enjoy back in the day, and the Express is a lot faster than the regular game. You know, the regular game is play-by-play, like anything else. It takes a long time to play. But the Express was fun, and I need to go back and play that some more. So I pulled that out. I didn't get any seasons with that, though. Continuing on, Payoff Pitch was my... Payoff Pitch was my BITCH. Okay, I got a lot. That was where most of my money was spent this year.
Joe is thanking you from a drink in his hand in Cancun after all your stuff.
Yeah, I went crazy with the Payoff Pitch because I really took the Payoff Pitch in the last few weeks, and I said this is going to probably be. Well, I have like 6 or 7 baseball games I love. I could say that I love the 6 or 7 baseball games. Payoff Pitch is now in that group. So I only had a couple of seasons of Payoff Pitch. I had my 1980 season, of course, but I didn't have much with them. So I said, I'm going to grab some of my favorite seasons. So, of course, I grabbed 78, which is one of my favorite seasons. You convinced me to grab 82. Because that's another good one there in my wheelhouse.
They're all tight. All four divisions are tight.
Yeah, so I'll have 78, 80, and 82 now. And then I wanted to do the Clemens. And now I had 86 on PDF, and I had started printing it out. But the cards are the sale was too good, and the cards are too good. So I just reordered 86 print. 79, as you know, I did print out the entire 79 set. So I have 79 as well off the PDF that I did print out. So I got 78, 82, and 86. Then I picked up their oldest one, 1889, which was only 8 teams. I think it was like $16 or something like that. It wasn't that expensive at all. So I was like, I'll grab that. That'll be a fun.
And you like that era?
I love that era because it's so funky. It's just different. I love the names, and it's just. You can't go wrong because nobody knows who did what back then. So, so no one can yell at you for this or the other thing. And then the other thing I picked,
If you are a relative of a player who played between 1875 and 1900, contact me personally, and we'll give Gardner some stuff.
Yeah, give me some stuff. And then lastly, I picked up the fictional set. I
like what you want to do with this.
I'm not going to give that away yet. Not going to give it away yet, but the fictional set will come into play with some of my ideas that I have. So, yeah, Payoff Pitch was my big one. And, of course, I've been playing a ton of Payoff Pitch, especially with my 79 season. I want to kind of wrap that up, but I've been so into Payoff Pitch and Season Ticket and even Pocket Pennant Run. I took that out. I usually play like one game a day on the schedule. I've been playing 3 or 4 games because I'm in August now, and it's like I kind of don't want this season to end because I'm having so much fun with it. So I've been playing a lot of different games with that. So I did some Payoff Pitch. Stone Cold Hockey, I picked up some of the PDFs because I want to play them again and I want to stream them again, but it's easier when you have the images on the computer to just snip it and put it on the screen. And I find that's better than showing the cards off with a camera.
It's cleaner that way, for sure.
So I bought a bunch of those seasons. Again, they were, 30 or 50% off. I forget what Gary had them on sale for. But I picked up a whole bunch of them. Turns out I had already had some of them. But they were on my old computer. So I for some reason, I didn't get everything off the old computer before it died on me. And so when I looked, I said, oh, I'm missing these 6 seasons. So I think I picked up 6 seasons of PDFs. And when I looked, it was in old emails. I was like, oh, man, I already have this season on PDF. So I bought them a couple of times.
If you don't have one already, I highly recommend a USB hard drive.
Well, I was backing up everything. But somehow in the confusion of the computer breaking and the floor going down and all the other stuff, I didn't get everything quite over. So I did go back, and I did actually buy a USB drive on Black Friday, and I put all my PDF games on it.
Yeah, I'm about to say I got to do it again because any the videos I take up a lot of room, and the downloads take a lot of room, and I just shove it on the backup hard drive so it's all there.
I thought I put everything on the hard drive, and when I looked at it, stuff wasn't there, or I just didn't see it. But anyway, so. But he did actually, I had an issue with one of the orders. He did refund some of my money on some of it. So it all worked out. Gary's a great guy. I love working with him. Yes, I love that game. And I saw ID was playing Stone Cold Hockey too, so it's good to see that. Mm-hmm. Then I went completely off the board, and I got a brand new game. It was Dice Nuts Baseball.
Oh, is that coming out? Or is that a PDF?
It's no, it's a print only. I don't think they have PDF. So Dice Nuts Baseball, and I got it with the best of teams. It's like 8 or 10 best of teams. The only season they had, I think they had 73, which is the only full season. So I said, well, let me try it with the best of because it's got some Red Sox teams in there that I like and the whole bit. So, so I went with the best of. So when that comes in, we'll take a look at Dice Nuts Baseball. Yeah. I do have the hockey game, and I was going to get a couple more seasons, but I haven't even played the season that I have. It's a different game, and so I really have to give it some time to learn it to see if I like it. So I just went with the baseball because that was fairly new, and I said, okay, we'll try that. Obviously, I picked up some more season ticket baseball. I picked up 82, 85, and at the last second, I threw in 1977 just so I could have 77. And the PDFs were 30% off, so... Yeah, so I got a lot of season tickets, and I started, like I said, last week I printed out a whole ream of cardstock with season ticket teams.
Yeah, and you said that they just fit perfectly, too.
They do. There's something about how he lays them out that they're perfectly centered on the paper, and not everybody does that. And so if you just line it up, if you cut it in thirds and then in half, everything is perfectly lined up or pretty darn close. Enough to say that I couldn't tell the difference. So, yeah, so I'll print those out. I actually sent it to the printer to get a price, and he never got back to me. I'm like, that's fine. I'll print them myself and cut them myself, and they come out fine, and I like them. So I got 3 more season tickets. I picked on PC Replay Baseball. I got 1908, and I kicked around with that. I was playing the Boston Doves. So if I go to
the National League team,
Yep, so I played the Boston Doves, and I think I was playing the Brooklyn Super Bars or something like that. So I played a game of PC Replay Baseball the other day. I did pick up the new Action PC Hockey at your request, and so that way I have last year's season so I could play some Bruins, Oilers, or Vegas or whatever. So, and it was a little smoother. The first game I played was clunky, and then for some reason when you exit and go back in, it smoothed out.
Same with me.
And I don't know why that would be. It just was, but now it's going pretty well. And last thing I picked up, I picked for Strat PC during the Cyber Monday sale. I got 2004 for the Strat PC game. I thought I had 2004, but I didn't. I know I have it in Cards and Dice for Strat, as well as a couple other things. Season ticket I have as well. So I can play some of that on Strat. I can play the Sox Yankees or Sox Cardinals in the World Series or whatever. But yeah, so I had a pretty busy Black Friday day here on the computer going through stuff, but I was pretty happy with what I got. In fact, the payoff pitch, when I ordered it probably a week ago. It was before Black Friday that their sale went live. So I don't know if it was Sunday or Monday or Tuesday I ordered it, and it said a lot of the stuff was said back ordered, not in stock. So I was like, okay, I'll be waiting for that for a while. It's already here. It's been a week and it's here. So Joe was right on top of that. And so I have all those. And I did an unboxing video and put them all away. And, It's weird how the payoff pitch comes in. Everything's kind of mixed up, and you almost got to like play like card dealer and deal them out and put them in the proper piles.
But isn't it half the fun?
Well, it at first I thought this is a pain in the neck. I should be just cutting into my playing time. But at the same time, it's fun going through every single card because there's guys that were on teams that I had no idea Fred Lynn played for the Orioles.
Oh yeah,
no idea. I didn't remember that, And I'm like, I didn't know Richie Zisk played for, was it Seattle or something like that? Or
Richie played everywhere, but yeah, Seattle.
So it's
Minnesota,
just fun.
Chicago.
When I was going through the seasons, I was putting on seasons away yesterday, just going through player by player. It's like, okay, now I have to play this team because I like this guy and he's on this team. Oh, now I got to play this team, and I didn't. Kent TeCalve was on San Diego or something like that.
He retired with the Phillies.
Maybe it was the Phillies then, because I know he was a Pirate for a long time, and he had that weird sidearm. But it was fun going through the players. Somebody on Facebook commented, that's why I don't get payoff pitch, because it takes too long to put them away. It's like, well, I would agree with that. It's a pain in the neck, but it is kind of half the fun. And when you're done,
it's kind of like when you separate out the strat card sets and you tear off the sheets to look at all the cards. Yeah,
kind of, sort of. So, it's a pain in the neck, but at the same time, it is kind of fun when you do that and you get to look at everybody or
put the APA cards in the envelopes and
But what's neat about the payoff pitch cards is they actually have a little number on the side, and I figured out that was their age because I looked at there was some players. I'm like, I don't remember this guy here. Oh, they're 42 years old. That's why they're over here.
Yeah.
So so that was what I did. So that's what I've been playing. And that's what I bought, and a whole bunch of things to play now. And like I said, I don't think I have to worry about any Christmas sales or anything now. I got pretty much everything I want to play, and I'm pretty happy with it. So so the only thing I would have to do is print out some PDFs of some of the games I got. But yeah. Oh, and I also played it's a free game, but Family Football from Mike.
Isn't that fun?
Isn't that fun? Yep, I downloaded the whole caboodle. It's a free download there, and I did a video on it. So if you're interested in checking it out, go to my channel, look for Family Football, First Look. And I had a blast. I played 79 Buccaneers-Rams, kind of a NFC championship game rematch. And then I played the Freezer Bowl with San Diego and Cincinnati. And they were both super, super easy, super fun games.
Oh, so much fun.
Drive by drive, just roll the dice and take a look at it. Not hard to play at all, and very enjoyable game, and especially for free. You can't go wrong with that. So, Family Football, go check it out. That's another fun game. So,
okay.
All righty. So, should we move along?
Yes.
To the community, because we could be here a while as we talk about what everybody played.
The word count in this document that I'm looking at here, 2,002 words.
Oh, well, we'll get at it then. Let's get cracking. Here we go.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to probably start with some of our Patreons. And again, if you'd like to be a Patreon on the show, patreon.com/digital2dice. And if you're a $5 member, you can come into our Discord channel and chat with us and get some access to some of the extra stuff that we do. I know we're behind with that, but we every now and then we'll come up with a fun behind-the-scenes thing or a chat or something just for the Patreon people. And we have one due coming up anytime now. And now that my schedule's settled down, we'll get another one going there. And once in a while, we go live for Patreon too. Patreon only. We go live and have a chat and invite everybody there. So if you'd like to be a Patreon for $2, support the show. $5, get into the Discord and get the extra stuff as well. So, all righty. So do you want to kick things off?
Well, Pesky Pole kicks things off, and he got PC Replay Baseball 49. He wants to get those Red Sox over the hump to beat the Yankees in 84. Is what he got up to ask him what he liked about 84.
That was the Tigers, I think, yeah.
Yeah, Tigers. You could actually do the Tigers and Cubs in that World Series and have a good old time.
Yeah, he loves that game, too. I see him on that all the time.
Yeah, he really the game really clicks for him.
You know what's fun about 84 is I remember Geddy Lee from Rush is a huge baseball fan. In fact, he sits behind home plate at the Toronto Blue Jays games.
I've seen some of his collection.
Oh yeah. He's done video. He was on the Dan Patrick show, talking baseball, and he said Dan Patrick said, "What's the most expensive thing you bought?" He goes, "I spent $100,000 on something," and I forget what it was. But he's got baseballs that are signed by like complete teams. He's got what did he have? I thought he said he had a baseball shirt, a Mets baseball shirt that was signed by the Beatles when they played there.
Oh, wow.
I think he had that, but he went through a lot of his stuff. But anyway, back in the 80s, there was no internet or anything, but you catch interviews. And I was reading somewhere, listening on the radio, and Geddy Lee was like, he wouldn't go on stage yet because the game wasn't over. And so he goes, I got to hang on. The baseball game's not over. And so they were laughing about how they were late going on stage one night. And they were like, well, who do you think's going to win? He goes, I think the Tigers are going to win this year. This was 84. He goes, I think the Tigers are going to win this year. And they did. The Tigers won. So I do remember that he did that. Moving right along, David C., another Patreon, Bang Shot Basketball College Set number 5.
It's Joe Bryan's new basketball game.
Yeah, the payoff pitch Joe Bryan basketball game. 1982 to 83 and 88-89 pro season sets. And then, payoff pitch softball seasons, 26 to 2018. That's interesting. I forgot that they had softball for payoff pitch.
Yeah, also, because he's on here twice, made a couple purchases from Roberto Civita Games and Pirate Football. But those were regular deals not specific to Black Friday. Pirate Football is kind of a pay dirt version of college football made by someone who really is into it. Just incredible stuff. Turbo charged. Wolfie didn't buy much this year. He got one Action PC Hockey Season 69-70, near and dear to your heart.
Yep.
And 2 PC games from Wolverine Studios. Draft Day Sports Pro Football and Draft Day Sports College Football. Those are GM type sims. Mm-hmm. He also picked up Let's Play Tennis back when it came out in PDF, and this doesn't printed everything out.
That's some good stuff there. Yeah, the 69-70 Action PC Hockey. Steeler fan Buggy Whips in the corner of Smith and Main Street. He was the sponsor for the Spider season. Yes, he was.
He whips me quite often, Dave.
Yeah, I never started that second project on that, and I told him what it was too, and I'll have to pull that out because I bought the hat. I don't think I got the T-shirt, but I bought the hat, and I got to fire up that team as well.
Okay.
It's going to be in Strat. At some point, we'll get that one going. But Steeler fan, I just placed a big order with Stratomatic while the Black Friday sale was on. He got 2022, 2017, and 1986 baseball, along with a new set of parts, a new set of game parts. He got a 2019 football card set, and then 2009, 2016, and 2017 hockey cards, along with a new set of game parts as well.
You give him the box, yeah.
Yep. Sometimes, you get a new box and you get the whole bit. It kind of works out. He also bought 4 more basketball advanced action decks and 4 more of the special black dice. He goes, I wear the black dice out, and I'll never need to worry about shuffling between quarters anymore when I play basketball. That's a good idea. I like to buy extra decks, too, because it does make things a little bit better. He got the additional players for all card sets that I bought that have additional players available. So he went all in with the Strat this year. Unfortunately for myself, there wasn't much in stock that I wanted from Strat. I looked around, and they have a lot, but it's a lot of the really older stuff and the really newer stuff. So my wheelhouse is
not in your wheelhouse. No.
My wheelhouse, I either have the seasons or they're sold out. So I didn't do anything with Strat this year aside from that one PC season.
Okay. Roger picked up Let's Play Tennis and Face the Mat from Play, as well as the International Legend set for Soccer Blast. He also got the 30 and 54 World Cup sets for Dice United 2.
Nice. Dice United 2. I didn't play that yet. I played
Gary's
one.
Game,
Yep. Let's see. Mark Unger. Action PC 2023 football and hockey, plus some random seasons for baseball, football, and hockey. Also taking advantage of the Strat Windows season sale and plan to pick up some basketball, including 88, 89, and probably 77, 78. Might also get a 70s or 80s NFL season to give the football game a real shot. The football game is really fun. And it's one of those things, it's going to take a while to play, but it is fun. And what I like to do with the football, and you can't do this when you're streaming, you can only do it by yourself, is I like to, when the play's done, it shows you the dice roll. I like to click on the cards because you can click on the player or the defense, the team defense, and see why those results come up. I don't follow it all the time, but some of the times I do. And it's like, so you click on Tony Dorsett and you see that if it's an 11 and they guess right, then it's a 5-yard gain. So you can follow along with Strat football if you're so inclined.
Mm-hmm. Bernie got 20 various seasons with the APC, averaged about $4 per season. He also picked up the History Maker Baseball Cooperstown collection, the 2022-23 Hockey Blast season. He's a Bruins fan. 1912 and 1914 APA windows for baseball for window seasons, not on sale. Season ticket 1919, which is brand new, and 1941 seasons PDF. And we've already read David's, just so you know.
Yep. I'm interested to see how far back Clay's going to go. We got to get him on the show. I talked to him a while ago, so we need to get you on to talk season tickets because if you remember, we had him on to talk the mobile games, and he goes, also, I have a game called Season Ticket. And I'm like, oh, that's nice. And now it's like one of my favorite games. Had I had known,
I don't think it was out yet at that point, but yeah,
maybe not. Maybe he said he was working on it. Yeah.
But now I believe in PDF 1919 to 2022.
Yeah, he's going way back with that. So, I'm kind of hoping he's going to drop back into the 1900s and maybe the 1800s as well, so I can print out some of my crazy seasons.
You want that 1899? I know you do.
Yep. Marco Scola, friend of the show, Patreon, he says, I got absolutely nothing. I have plenty of games. I didn't want to buy anything. And I'm absolutely kidding. I'm kidding. I'm so kidding, Marco. You know I'm kidding. Marco says, I got a bunch of play stuff, Draft Duel, Lacrosse Blast, second season, and History Maker baseball seasons, and all of the Express games.
Draft Duel is our new one for Black Friday.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's kind of a cross between a deck of cards game that's sports themed.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. It was kind of neat. I was watching him play it, so.
David Yamada picked up Pro Strategy Football 24 on sale via Steam for the Mac. That's a nice thing about that. And Chris White's APA baseball compatible pre-1901. Oh, I'm surprised you don't have this, Dave. Pre-1901 Dead Ball All-Star set. 400 plus players.
I have $18.99 from Chris White.
Yes, you do.
So I have my spiders with that. And I played it a few times, too. It's been fun. It's for APA. It's been fun. Let me see. Glenn Victor, 1959 baseball for Replay PC.
I think they've like run down between the mid-50s and the mid-80s now. So if that's your sweet spot, Replay has it. Let's see. ST Patrick says, to list every item would be a long email. That's okay. We're entitled to long emails. I did what Dave did. I absolutely treated myself this year. ST Patrick, by the way, Sports Sim Magazine is his baby. This will result in a few no-pressure shopping trips for his wife in 2024.
Oh, what's fair is fair. What's fair is fair.
What's fair is Yep. But to make it quick, he purchased 10 seasons of Season Ticket Baseball.
Nice.
And I also bought the game and or seasons from Inside the Paint, Bank Shot Basketball, PT Games Basketball, Stone Cold Hockey. I feel like I'm reading a list of school closings and delays here. And Play. I spent a mortgage with Play. But the item he's most excited about is the complete how-to guide, which is a spiral-bound version of all their how-to guides. Now, ST Patrick's come out with his own college football game recently, and has a wrestling game, so he's a game creator as well. It was an amazing Black Friday weekend for the community. Now, to make time to play the ball.
Yeah, that's the key. That's why I was playing. That's why everything I picked up for Black Friday that I got so far, whether it was PDF electronic, I have played a little bit of, or at least I've touched the cards or something. So I am trying to do that. Let's see here. We move to some of the more Facebook and YouTube responses now.
Okay.
Michael Peterson, Downey Games Player of the Game 2022 ebook.
Okay, didn't say what sport, but
yeah, I'm not sure if that's tennis or golf. I think it's tennis or golf. One of the two.
Okay. Well, Tool says the 2000s decade for action PC baseball. Good decade. I personally recommend 2004 and 2007.
Yeah, 2004 for sure, yeah. Nolan Masaki, 89-90 up-tempo basketball. My first possession-by-possession basketball game. That would probably be a very good first possession by possession basketball game.
You like that game?
I did. I bought that last year. I even got the electronic version on the computer there, so you can play it on the computer with the helper there. But yeah, no, that was, I had a lot of fun with that game. I really did. I haven't played it in a while, but up-tempo basketball, I really enjoyed it. I really do. And I have a few seasons myself.
Let's see. David Lando, Strat PC Football with the 85, which is their new season for this year. 79 and 63 seasons. Go Bears. Gosh, 85 and 63? Yeah, you're a Bears fan. And thinking about the hockey game as well, either Strat or Action. Can't decide, leaving Ron, meaning me, Wayne going straight. Strat. He ended up going with Action PC Hockey, the 80s decade, and the top 70s teams. And he got the $100 for the 20% discount, too.
Nice. I saw that he for the Strat PC Football, he got 79, so that's one of my favorite seasons of play.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out where 79, 85, and 63 are obviously great Bear seasons. 79, let me know what you were thinking about with that. Because, yeah.
That was the Cowboys lost to the Eagles, and then the Bucs beat the Eagles. No, Cowboys lost to the Rams that year.
Right.
And then the Rams
that was
won
the year
Super
that
Bowl.
one of the young bloods played with it was Staubach's last year. So Kerry Batts was still mourning about that. And one of the young bloods played that game with a broken leg. Can you imagine playing an entire football game with a broken leg?
Yeah, no, I can't imagine. I can't imagine sharpening a pencil with a broken leg.
Yeah.
Gilles Thibault.
Thibault!
Friend of the show, Thibault. Okay, he's got a laundry list here. Okay, let me crack my knuckles.
Yeah, go right ahead.
There we go. All right, Dice Nuts Golf with Oakmont. I have Dice Nuts Golf. I enjoy it. I do. I haven't played it much, but I do. It's an easy game to play. It's fun, and it's fun. It's really fun. 1977 baseball cards for Strat. PC Replay Baseball, 1979. Great season. 2004 playoffs. Okay. And then 1971 replay cards.
He's from Pittsburgh, so 79 and 71.
Yeah. Yep. PC Replay Basketball, the 22-23 season, although it wasn't on sale. Oh, no. Although not on sale, APA just redid 97-98 hockey, and he got that. Okay. So the PC Replay Basketball was on sale. The APA was not. One of the first videos I ever watched was Dave's when he unboxed 77 Strat Baseball. These are the guys video. Still brings a smile to my face from 3 to 4 years ago. Thanks. Yeah. And then he also continues and he says, I had a rule this year with my Black Friday shopping. He says, I promised myself I wouldn't cry. No, I'm kidding. We all cried. We all cried at the end of it, let me tell you. I would not buy anything from a company where I still had stuff I had not opened or played.
Yep.
Payoff Pitch and Action PC missed the cut this year. He goes, I've got an unopened 94 Payoff Pitch and a ton of Action PC unplayed. I agree with that to a point that you want to, again, piles of shame. We talked piles of shame. So you have 1994 Payoff Pitch unopened. That's a pile of shame. And all your Action PC season, they're piles of shame. I get it. But one of the things we like to do here in like Replay Gamer says we collect.
Oh yeah,
we're collectors.
Absolutely.
We like to have the whole set, and I'm a collector. I like to have the whole set if possible. That's why I like to play games with every player. I just feel like I got to have everybody. That's just me. That's kind of how I'm wired. So I can see what you're saying, that if you haven't played something, play what you already got. But half the fun of the hobby is getting new things and talking about new things, playing new things, and it's just what we do. We collect and we have some fun. And there's a lot of things that I bought that I'll probably never play or not as much. But every now and then I do. And I used to do that with the Apple Hockey. Look at all the Apple Hockey behind me on the shelf, and I'm like, okay, what season haven't I touched? I need to play a game for this so I can at least say I played a game. And that's what I will do. So.
Brian Cleveland picked up 22-23 NHL for Stone Cold Hockey. I think because of the way that season went and because Florida is such a good story, I think that is going to be a real popular season to replay.
I think so, yeah. And then the idea of Vegas finally getting that cup. And there was some good series out west. Sebastian Valvo, Inside Pitch, new 93 and 96 cards.
Nice.
Inside Pitch, yeah, there you go.
Jeff Turner picked up Hockey Blast Express and Draft Duel from Play.com.
Yeah, Hockey Blast Express. That was a fan favorite this year. It really was. Retro Replays MN History Maker Baseball 85 season.
Okay. Ron Bernier, who hopefully you also bought some of the transaction guides that he has for sale at Baseball Research. Hardly anything. Laugh out loud. 78 and 76 splits in standard for payoff pitch. 22-23 for Stone Cold Hockey. 22-23 for Hockey Blast, all PDFs. Again, I just think it's going to be for a community that does a lot with older seasons. 22-23 struck a real chord.
Yeah, it did. And I like to see him pick up these 78 payoff pitch because I did too. Robert Albert picked up Final Score of Hockey from Downey Games. Yes, that's a great game. 10 seasons of season ticket baseball and the bank shot basketball game. Yeah, so all those right up my alley there, Robert. I agree.
Yep.
I'm interested to see what 10 seasons he picked up. He didn't list them, but it'd be interesting to see what they were. 'Cause I like to see what people buy for seasons because you can almost guess what team they're a fan of with what they buy. That's what makes it fun. Yeah.
And again, I think with that, it's, mix or match is always better than a decade because there might be one or two seasons in a particular decade that you really feel strongly about. It's kind of like the greatest hits album where they throw a couple tracks at the end of it. Like, yeah, I bought it for this. Go right ahead.
Yeah.
Rob Tomlinson picked up Action PC Baseball in 6 seasons for $12.
Wow.
Speaking of mix and match, 99 through 04.
Yeah, that's 2004. That's a good one. Jim Doyle picked up Bank Shot Basketball with the college sets. A lot of people picking up the Bank Shot Basketball college sets.
There's not a lot of college basketball games out there. And so good for Joe for getting that out there because there's quite a few of us who are, we have our years for that as well. Mm-hmm. Rod Yucatan picked up a couple of inside pitch seasons, several season ticket PDF seasons, and 1 season for PC Replay Baseball.
All right, good stuff there. Derek Jones says he picked up the 22-23 Pro Season PDF for Plays Hockey Blast. Couldn't pass up the 50% discount. Yeah, I couldn't pass it up either. That's why I got 4 seasons with that myself.
Dave Lorino picked up Hockey Blast Express, Lacrosse Blast, On Deck Baseball Season 1. I believe that's Heiferkamp's new game?
No. On Deck is the big cards, Ian's game.
Oh, Ian Brook. Okay. And numerous seasons for Hockey and Lacrosse Blast.
Yeah, like I said, I picked up a bunch of seasons myself. I think On Deck Baseball's actually come out with some pro sets, so I need to take a look at that there. So they used to just be fictional, but now I think he's coming out with some other pro seasons there. Michael Jaffe picked up 22-23 Inside the Crease. I don't think I have that yet. I should have picked that up so I could play that. I don't think I should have bought that, but I didn't. 86 Inside Pitch. 8 Hockey Bones seasons, and everything he bought was PDF. So, yeah, the Hockey Bones, that's a good deal.
Sean Lassiter picked up Ultra Quick Baseball from Downey Games and the College Baseball 2023 teams.
Yeah, the Ultra Quick Baseball, that's a fun one to play. It really is. Chris Day, Hockey and Lacrosse Blast Express, plus a ton of PDF seasons from Play. Yeah, the PDFs are 50% off. That's when you grab it. Also got some seasons for Dice United and Stone Cold Hockey, plus a wild something of the college softball game for Payoff Pitch. So
okay. So yeah, because he does have Payoff Pitch softball.
Yeah. So he's got a softball. So he picked up softball Payoff Pitch.
Everett Hathaway picked up Home Run Derby from Downey Games.
That's one I don't have. I don't know if I'd want to play that, but I could see it could be kind of fun. Mark Grant, History Maker Golf, Ultra Quick MMA. I didn't know they had an Ultra Quick MMA. And Digital Diamond Baseball. That was on sale. Yes, you can have some fun with Digital Diamond.
On Steam.
Yep.
John Kuzneret picked up a new gaming laptop. Ooh, that was enough. I think it would be. The wife would have killed you if you'd subsequently purchased more games and seasons. But if you buy them in her name, can she really get mad, John?
Ben Crowbeard picked up a bunch of PDFs.
My goodness, did he ever?
Payoff Pitch Softball. So, boy, the Payoff Pitch Softball was doing pretty well. Enjoyed this one so much I went back and picked up Payoff Pitch Baseball. First time I bought a baseball game in 40 years, he says. So good for him. He also picked up Glory Days College Football. It accidentally fell into his basket while he was there. It's half. It's half. It's half. If it's half as much fun as boxing, it'll be great. 1930 and 54 World Cups for Dice United. He goes, I wasn't sure about Dice United at first, but really enjoying it now. That's good.
This is a fun game.
Yep. Downey Home Run Derby. Another Home Run Derby. A bit of quick and easy fun. Downey Drag Racing's all-time greats completes my Downey wish list.
Nice.
And he goes, he got all this for under $50, which makes up for the insane amount he spent at Oswald Games the last few weeks.
Someone must have picked up international cricket. Kelvin Albertina picked up from Downey Vintage Pro Wrestling with 4 wrestler sets. Replay PC Basketball was 66-67. That's the 76ers big year. And 79-80. Along with the 75-76 ABA season, the last one. From Play, he got 4 PDF sets. 2 were free in hockey, soccer, and golf. Still thinking about a few others.
The great thing about some of these Black Friday sales is, you always get people saying, oh, how's this game play? What does it look like in the whole bid? Black Friday, if you get something for 25%, 30%, or 50% off, it's a good time to try a game that you don't have.
Absolutely.
You really, especially a PDF, you can't go wrong with it. So if you're on the fence, and I did that with a bunch of games. I was on the fence about a few games. It's like, I'm trying to get some feedback on the game or watching videos. It's like, so I'm just going to get the darn thing.
That's why you have sales.
And if I hate it, I'm out $8 or $7 or something like that. And if I like it, then I'll go and I'll pick up some more seasons while the sale's still on. But Black Friday is a great time to try out new games, like the Dice Nuts baseball. That was on sale for 25 or 30%, whatever it was. So I said, I'll try it. I'll pick it up on sale, and I'll support the developer, and I'll try it out and see how it goes. Who knows? It might be great. And if it's terrible, well, I picked it up on a sale.
Then it's it's 2 coffees at Dunks.
I see Michael.
I still haven't scrolled, by the way, to the bottom of the document.
Yeah, no, we got a ways to go here. This has been kind of fun. It really has. Michael Canestrari III, payoff pitch for the 86 season. Yes, so there's a couple people besides myself that picked up the 86 season of payoff pitch. And the 2014 fictional set. So, yeah, he also got the fictional set.
Oh, the Baseball America set, right?
So, Michael, if you picked up that, then maybe you can join in my little community project there with the payoff pitch fictional set. Yep. For Downey Games, you got Hardball Wars 2004 season. I don't have Hardball Wars. I think that's a fast action thing, and I didn't want to print out the fast action cards.
Yeah, it's not.
And it says right on there too. You got to print out all these pages of fast action cards. So until that comes back into print, I'm not going to do that one. I don't think. But he got 2004 season, which is a great Red Sox season. Player of the game basketball with 81-82, 82-83 NBA, and then the history of the ABA 79-76. Now, I think when I got the Ultra Quick basketball, I think I picked up the full ABA as well. I think I forgot to mention that not only did I get 80s and 90s, but I think I picked up the ABA. And there's a couple of crazy teams in the ABA that I'm going to probably roll some dice on. Continuing with Michael, he picked up Play Highlight Maker Hoops with the 22-23 NBA and the 23-24 BLM Fictional, 89-90 NBA, and then History Maker Baseball 85. And then finally, Hockey Blast Express, 92-93, 22-23, 86-87, 81-82, and then the NBA 72-73. I think he meant NHL on that one there, the 81-82. Right. It's all NHL seasons. And then 72-73 WHA. So you got some really good seasons. I think I have all those seasons myself for Hockey Blast.
David Baseball Demos. You know who he is. Mm-hmm. Supported the pitches. He got inside pitch 67, 79, and 93, and payoff pitch 76 and 84.
Nice.
And your brother from another mother here?
Edward Gardner, no relation that I know of, although I did have an uncle, Ed Gardner. Season ticket baseball, 58, 62, 66, 70, and 82. All right, well, I have the 82 with you, Ed, so I picked up 82 myself, but a lot of season ticket going there.
Don Fainer was able to get to the Doorbuster all-time golfer set for History Maker Golf. A lot of fun with that. Mm-hmm. A lot of fun with that.
All righty. Gary Smith. I snagged Draft Duel expansion, missed out on the base game due to dropping his phone.
Oh.
All-time great Golf Legends, Baseball Card Quick Ratings Guide for History Maker Baseball, and Phil Singer Games' new Wrestling Legends expansion pack. So we got some wrestling going on here.
Yeah, and if you're not familiar with the Phil Singer Games, watch David Little on YouTube. He does a wrestling card every week. You've seen those games.
Like a Saturday afternoon, afternoon.
Saturday afternoon, evening, yeah. Barry Allen Henges, I hope I pronounced that right, after investing last year in several games that were new to him and having barely played most of them since.
I have no idea what you're talking about when you buy a bunch of games and don't play them. I have no idea what you're talking about, right?
You have a house of shame. It's not a hall of shame. It's a house of shame.
It's not quite ID size, but it's
that's true. Let's see. Now I forgot where I was reading with this. And this year I went heavier on purchasing season sets, both print and PDF, for the games that get the most rotation time on his table. The games I currently love the most. So I purchased 3 Strat-O-Matic baseball seasons, 48, 58, and 60. Interesting combination there. And 1 Strat hockey season, 99-2000. 6 Hockey Bones PDFs from 13-14 through 18-19. I should say it's 2013 through 2019. And 3 season ticket baseball PDF seasons, 27, 28, and 75. Now I'm sitting there reading this, trying to figure out the rhyme or reason of this, and I really can't. So but that's a great diversity there, Barry.
I like the idea that he said too. He said instead of getting a whole new game and investing in that, he went with a game that he likes to play, or games that he likes to play. Stick with that. Buy some seasons so he can get more use out of those games. So that's actually a really good idea.
Yeah.
Paul King grabbed 2 Action PC hockey seasons, 3 seasons of up-tempo basketball, and the 73 MLB season from Dice Nuts. Yeah, so Dice Nuts baseball, you either got some greatest teams or you get the 73. I got the greatest team, and if I like it, then I'll turn around and grab the 73 season. I'm kind of hoping I'll like it, and they'll put out more seasons for that.
Keith Eshelman has bought Joe Bryan a couple of pina coladas in Cancun because he got all the payoff pitch seasons, bang shot in all the seasons except for the most recent.
The payoff pitch, I think they were half price, so you could pick those up for a song. And so I probably should have done the same thing. I probably should have picked up all the PDFs, and then that way anything I wanted to play, I could have just printed out a couple of teams, because you could stock up on those on the PDFs. Don't get me wrong, I love the cards. That's why I buy them, but that's not a bad idea. Is grabbing while they're half price, grabbing all the PDFs, and then if you want, you can print out whatever.
Yeah.
Joseph Costa Jr., all PDFs for him. Season ticket baseball, 1919, so someone else that went way back to the most recent season available. 1925, 1927, 29, 1967, and 75 for season ticket.
He's a Reds fan.
Yep.
I'd be curious for those of you who bought the 1919 season and anything, whether you'd play that World Series and because that's the 8-man out. That's the Black Sox fixing the World Series.
Oh yeah.
What would happen if you played that World Series out? Because obviously everything's based on the regular season, not the World Series.
Yeah.
So let us know.
Yeah.
Ron McGrath.
Wait, no, hang on a second. Joseph also.
Yep.
He picked up payoff pitch 1921 with the splits.
Wow.
And then inside the paint 2019-20, 22-20, and 22-23 NCAA. So you got a nice little variety there of some baseball and some basketball.
All right, I'm trying to scroll through to my turn, and so that's why I wasn't being rude. Ron McGrath, payoff pitch, 1982, also 65 and 69 for season ticket baseball.
Yeah, nice. Is it Jason Stapley? This is coming from YouTube, so I'm just reading the username. Got 2 PDF seasons of season ticket baseball, 09 and 2011, and 2 PDF seasons of inside pitch, 07 and 08. With those 4 seasons plus 2010 that I already own in Strat, I'm planning on doing a career replay of Tim Lincecum before he fell off.
Oh, the freak, from the San Francisco Giants.
Interesting. That's actually an interesting little project he's got going on there. Good for him.
All right, Mike Mahoney. I got a couple of games from Downey Sports thanks to one of Dave's videos. I think it was Ultra Quick Basketball. So Dave, again, being the pusher that he is, they're a company I haven't purchased from or he hasn't purchased from in a while, but Dave's video got them on his mind. Been sticking to Play, Sideline Strategy, ASG, and Stone Mountain Press. APA, maybe a little season ticket as well. I wasn't going to get anything this year. Money not the biggest issue, though. I'm certainly not rich. But as the video Dave did the night that he wrote this, stated there's too many games and not enough time to play them. Also, space in their house is a major consideration as well. He picked up player of the game golf and tennis. He probably would have gotten Play's new fantasy football card game. That's the draft, whatever. But missed out on it, and I'm not sure I want to get them as PDFs. Really need to retire from his job so he can play them full time, but he's too young for that. Happy gaming, everyone.
I know, right? We all wish we had more gaming time. That's for sure. Let's see, Mr. Squishy B. I love that. After being primarily a player of face to the mat, for the past 3 seasons, I branched out for Black Friday with Fury Football, Demo Derby, second season football, and Football America.
Nice.
Yeah, so.
Yep. Eddie Wilbanks said I grabbed Hockey Blast Express and added the Hockey Blast Series 2 all-time franchise teams from Play Games.
Yep, another Hockey Blast Express there. Bart Wing, or Bart E. Wing, payoff pitch, 1933, 40, 48, 54 PDF, and then in the printed version you got 94 and 13. Now, 94, is that the season that they didn't finish?
It's the strike season, yeah.
Okay, so interesting. Yep. That was the season the Expos were winning, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I should continue on. For season ticket, 1919, 20, 31, and 49 PDF, and would love to get 67 or 69 if it ever arrives from the printer.
Nice.
Because season ticket does do some printing as well. Inside pitch, he got 56, 68, 75, and 85 on the PDF, and then he went with 2014 printed. Interesting to see how some people are mixing up the PDFs as well as the printed seasons.
I would think that you'd be more inclined to play the printed games and just have the PDFs ready for whenever you wanted.
Right, yeah. Then he says he got a ton of APA envelopes from Chris White, who does all my APA envelopes. He stocked up on card printing material to fit each game and went nuts, basically.
Apparently so. Good for you, buddy.
Good for you, Bart. I hope you you enjoy those games. I mean, that's what we do. We get these games, we enjoy them, we play them, we buy them, we share our experiences. We're sharing what we're buying with each other, and this is kind of half the fun. So
again, this is kind of like sitting there with the cocoa or the eggnog on Christmas morning. I like that.
Yeah.
Marlon Price writes, I got the 2022 season and 1998 franchise best on Replay PC Baseball for half price. And now that's where you add DeMarcos.
Yep. So Sean DeMarco says, so far I hardly get any sports sim stuff. He did get the, the 69 payoff pitch with the left-right splits. And then he said the rest of the money he spent on some Steam games. But he did get the 69 payoff pitch with the splits.
Steam had some good stuff on sale. ID, last but not least,
dun, dun, dun.
2002 words later, ID Jester. Okay, I hate you guys for doing this to me. No, you don't. Not at all. I already had enough stuff. That's subjective, ID. That's all subjective. He bought 5 seasons of Stone Cold Hockey. He's already playing some of that on his channel. Bought 6 seasons of Inside Pitch Baseball. 2 seasons of NCAA Inside Blitz Football. 5 seasons of Payoff Pitch Cards. 8 seasons of Season Ticket Baseball PDF. And last but not least, he bought the 1985 Status Pro football game with the 1984 season cards included. Not to mention all the normal board game stuff he bought as well. The wife isn't too happy with him right now. And we take no responsibility for spousal happiness in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, and that's a good way to go out with this show here. So, Hockey Blast Express seemed to do quite well this year. The season ticket baseball
season
did
ticket
as well.
payoff pitch.
Yep. Good to see those. Again, those are two of my favorite games, so good to see that there. And boy, I wish Apple would have a Black Friday sale because I would assume we'd see some more Apple on this list. I really do.
Yep.
And if
A lot of
put some more things back in stock for Strat, some of the more 70s and 80s, baseball, basketball, hockey, even football. I think you'd see a lot more Strat stuff going. They're having the great sales and they're having the discounts and they're very active on the email and the social media and the whole bit. But they need to
gotta put some stuff back in stock. Absolutely.
So, I think that would be the way to go for them. And they do add some stuff from time to time, which is good on them. But I think they need to speed up the process. I mean, I think if you have it electronically on the computer, then you must have the formulas there somewhere or the files to
just
print.
The printing cost. I think that they'll tell us around Christmas what retro baseball season will come out with 2023.
Yeah, it should be fun. Hopefully there'll be something good. All right. Oh, by the way, I did get my golden ticket, Ron, for the Strat Baseball Max.
Mm-hmm.
It's been okay. I'll talk more about it, on future episode. But I've been trying to play it all over the place, and there's been some things I like, some things I don't like, some things I hope they improve on the whole bit.
Pretty fair.
But it hasn't been terrible. It's kind of what I expected.
No, not at all.
So it hasn't disappointed me, but it hasn't sent me through the roof either with excitement.
I would concur with that. Yeah.
So, but I'm going to still play it some more while it's free and see if I like it, see if I want to continue playing it or not. But it didn't help that I started the 78 Red Sox and we got smoked by the White Sox in 3 games to start off the season.
You're fired.
0-3. Yeah, I mean, I think they hit 7 home runs in 3 games. Bill Lee was getting rocked and Torres was getting rocked. Everything I looked up was a home run. So I was like, okay, that wasn't fun. I think Chet Lemon, I'm going to tear up all my Chet Lemon cards here that I bought today because he's been beating me up so bad on that. But
go give him to CJ. CJ will chew on him.
So I'll have to do a better review on that when it comes out. But I did finally get that in the whole bit.
Good.
So, but I see where they're going with it, and I'm still the jury's still out whether it's something I'm going to want to play. Again, starting off 0-3, we talked about first impressions, and when you start off losing all those games, it's not quite fun, But it shouldn't take away from the game, but mentally it kind of does because you lose it, So that is that. But anyway, wow. That was
Gloucester Foster is on a 2-hour delay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that was a good show. First off, thanks to everybody that wrote in and contributed.
This has to be a record. We put these up Monday afternoon.
Yesterday, Sunday, maybe late Sunday, and we got a ton of responses between Facebook and emails and YouTube. So
thank you so much.
It really makes it fun to see what everybody else is playing because there's a lot of people that wrote in that we don't usually hear from or talk to. So it's nice to see we got some of the regulars, but we also got some other people that we see what they're playing now. And it's fun it's really fun when people buy a season that you have or a game that you have because it's like, okay, I hope you like it because I like that game too.
Absolutely.
So, and it was all over the place. There was PC, there was cards and dice, there was PDFs.
A lot of PDFs.
Yeah. Yep. And there's some PDFs I enjoy printing out, like season ticket and the whole bit. And there's other ones that are really kind of a pain in the neck because there's a lot of cutting and going on with that. But they're definitely cheaper, and you can pick and choose what you want. You really can when it comes down to that. So, all right. So let's wrap up show 206, shall we?
Yes.
Yeah. Stars of the Week will be back next week because this week you all were the stars of the show.
Absolutely. So, thank you so much.
Yeah, no,
really,
that
really
was fun.
to
So
do.
hope you guys enjoyed it. I know Tebow says his 2 favorite shows of the year are the Black Friday and the Black Friday wrap-up show. So hopefully we didn't disappoint Tebow. Do you think we disappointed Tebow?
No,
I don't think so either. All right,
no.
Here we go.
Just don't go clean out his cabinets, okay?
All right, you've been listening to the Digital to Dice podcast, episode, was it 206?
206.
All right, the Seattle episode. And ways to get a hold of us, digitaltodice.com, digitaltodice.com. Let me see here. 978-751-DICE is the text line. digitaltodice@yahoo.com. And over on Facebook, facebook.com/groups/digitaltodice. patreon.com/digital2dice. And if you'd like to be a Patreon member, patreon.com/digital2dice, if you'd like to help support the show. And, all right, I will add this one last one, Ron. As we did last year, we have one last read-in that comes in at the wire. It was SJ Walk, from YouTube. He goes, I got 2 soccer PDFs from Play, 85-86 English Premier League, and 2018 MLS and Aviatrix 37.
Okay.
3 payoff pitch softball season PDFs and sideline strategies. So
the 3rd or 4th softball one today.
I need to go look at that. That's why I don't read these things, because I'll have to go get them. So after the sale, I'm not going to go get them.
He's in Cancun right now with all that stuff.
That's right. A bunch of college seasons from Fast Drive Football.
Okay.
And a final score college basketball set from Downey. And created myself the 2023 Six Nations teams for between the post rugby union game.
Nice.
And I think I paid less for all that than a Strat Windows game new season release. So
that's true.
SJ Walk 2, thanks for getting that in just under the gun, as they say. So, all right, so that'll conclude 206, the Black Friday wrap-up show for 2023. We'll be back with some regular shows going forward. We got some really great guests lined up coming forward. Oh, yeah. In fact, I'm not going to give them all away, but we have some guests you're going to know. We got some developers and players in the community and the whole bit. And we do have an announcement coming up on a new baseball game. So, Bernie, you will be adding a new baseball game to that list as J. Thomas Hetrick. J. Thomas Hetrick, who wrote Misfits, Baseball's Worst Team Ever. We had him on the show, the Cleveland Spiders guy. Contacted me today. He's getting ready to release his game.
Congratulations.
His baseball game. And so that's going to be another game to add to your baseball collection. So I am Dave.
I'm Ron.
Until next time.
Good night, Seattle. Enjoy those tossed salad and scrambled eggs. Bye-bye.